Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Good morning. Bless you. What? You want to say hi? Okay. It's a good first impression. I'm fostering a dog now. So we're gonna go on our walkie. Yeah, is that you? Her name is Dida Ritz. I don't love it. That was what she was named at the shelter. And I'll talk about her more. She needs to go potty. Come on. Okay, we are back from our walk, right, Miss Dida? So she just ate, and because I'm gonna go shower now, so I prefer to put her up so she can just stay calm after she, took a long walk and then ate breakfast. And yeah, obviously she's new here, so I don't want her just wandering around while I am in the shower. All right, I don't think I've mentioned anything about the time, but I woke up at 6, and that's what time I have been waking up. Took a walk, and that was like an hour. Usually I don't do that long, but since I'm trying to train her to walk better, it was an hour. Fed her, I just took a shower, and now it's time to get ready. And let's see, it's 7:46 now. So I'm gonna curl my hair, fill in my eyebrows.
That's really cool.
It's the illusion. Okay, over here, a little past couple years, Rona made all the shells get rid of the mini bars.
Before I start my workday, I am so excited to share that today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. So May is a month to raise awareness about mental health, to fight stigma around therapy, and to provide support for anybody who is struggling with their mental health. This year's theme is Together for Mental Health, sharing personal stories in hopes of encouraging others to prioritize their mental health. It was actually about this time last year that I started therapy, and it was with BetterHelp. So y'all know that I had a really rough time with my health last year, and I knew I needed to talk to somebody. So I went through BetterHelp for that, and I was able to speak with the therapist about how I was feeling, and it was really helpful just to vent about how I was feeling. And it was just great to have somebody listening to me, and I think that everybody should get therapy. It should be a more common thing, and I really appreciate that BetterHelp is trying to fight that stigma of seeing a therapist. Another big theme of Mental Health Month is advocating for access to mental health care. This has long been one of BetterHelp's goals. They offer customized online therapy, and this is through video, phone, or even live chat with your therapist. So if you don't want to get on camera, you don't have to. You have the option of just chatting with somebody or speaking on the phone with them. BetterHelp is already more affordable than traditional therapy, but you can also apply for financial aid during the sign-up portion, and they take HSA benefits. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network. So that gives you access to help that may not be available to you in your area. So this means that you do not have to have a therapist where you live. So if you're interested, you just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you'll be matched with a therapist within 48 hours. From my experience, it was even less than that, like 24 hours. It was just like a day. Once you find your therapist, you can then schedule your video call or your phone chat, or if you just want to have a chat, and everything that you share is completely confidential. You can also request a new therapist at any time at no additional charge, and that is something that I did. So I had a therapist, I think I spoke with her 2 times, and there kept being scheduling issues, so I decided to switch to somebody else, and they again got me another therapist that was a better fit. But sometimes it can take a couple of tries to find somebody who you connect with, so that is an option available to you. So for Mental Health Month, if you are somebody who is struggling, or if you just want to talk to somebody, or if you know anybody who is struggling, then please share BetterHelp with them. And just to clarify, that is BetterHelp, BetterHelp. HELP. I will have my link down below in the description box, and you can get 10% off your first month. Thank you again so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. I hope y'all take advantage of it. And now we can go ahead and start my workday. I'm gonna eat breakfast first, which, as you're seeing, is a bagel. This is the cream cheese, vegan, chive and onion. I actually don't love it. I prefer just like a plain cream cheese. I like the tofu-y cream cheese, but that was not, it was sold out at the grocery store. And no, I don't recommend bagels for breakfast, but I have had a very low appetite recently, so I'm just, yeah. And like bagels or something, I will, like, even a bagel doesn't sound good, which is just not normal for me, but yeah, so this is something I can eat though, like it, yeah, if that makes sense, I don't know. And I have my Earl Grey tea. So I'm gonna eat this, probably just like scroll through YouTube shorts and I prefer to like eat before I start work. It's 8:30 and then I'll probably take like 10 minutes to eat this and then I'll start work. All right, we are ready to get to work. So I'm logging in now. It's a little before 9. First thing I do is usually check my email. So that's what I'm doing. Looks like one of my little meetings got rescheduled. I should be able to do that. Should be good to go. Let me know if you want to set aside some time to review. Let me know if you have any thoughts on this one. Then I check Slack. So we use Slack and we have like tons of channels on here. So I'll just go through everything that's on here. There's a girl who always, we have a random Slack channel and she always puts like a question of the day. Today's question is, what's a food you're not really sure you like? Meaning you occasionally order/buy it and sometimes it's yum and sometimes it's yuck. So usually I'll just like answer it in the morning just because it's like, I don't have, you know, things like meetings first thing in the morning. By the way, these blue light glasses are from Amazon. I don't know how people work at their computer without blue light glasses, but I can link these down below. So that's that. Now I can go ahead and log into Salesforce. It always has to connect with my phone. As far as my schedule goes today, I have a daily stand-up at 9:45 a.m. That's every day. And then I have a call right after. We're going to be doing a demo for a company, for a client, so we have to prep for that. And then I have a call at 11:30, a meeting with the client. And then at 4 p.m. with a different client. Now, something that really, really helps me is, this is kind of random, but I set different Google profiles for each of the clients that I work with. So this is what I learned from somebody else that she does this. That way I can color code it. So I, you know, put it based off of their logo color. And then anytime I'm working on that client, I use that Google profile. And the other thing that I always set is to have Google open those tabs again after exiting. So if I, you know, log out of my computer and then I come back to it in the morning, everything is still, and I just open that Google profile, then it will, all those tabs will reopen so I don't lose where I was, which is great. Okay, so yesterday I had a call with one of my coworkers and he asked me to do something. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So I'm gonna do a roll up in Salesforce. Okay, so let's see. A lot of clients' logins, like we have to access their Salesforce, and we always use an authenticator. Not always, it just depends on which one we're logging into, but it's pretty common. So have an app for that. I've actually never done a roll-up in Salesforce, so a lot of things I am still learning. Something that's really important for consultants, and my title, I'm a Salesforce Analyst, but I am technically a consultant. We have to keep track of our time. So whenever I'm working on, a project or client work, whatever, then I need to be aware of how long I'm spending on that so that I can bill them properly. And some people do their time at the end of the day. I don't know how people do that because I would lose track. So once I complete something or before I get interrupted, I log how much time I just spent on a client, and that way I can easily keep track of my hours throughout the day. Now, I'm obviously very new to Salesforce, so I Google a lot of things if I don't know how to do them. Oh, Google's listening to me. So I'll probably have to watch a demo for this because I think it's pretty simple. I just can't exactly figure it out.
That's why we designed Connect Teams.
Okay, it's 9:45, time for stand up. I'm so tired today, y'all. So tired. Oh, and then straight after this, we have the meeting, so I think Claire sent me one. That one is testing, right? The community profile updates. Okay, meeting is over. This video is going to be a lot of me here. It is 10:43. I'm going to bust out a Celsius because I am so sleepy. Watermelon. Good. All right. I was just on a call for some help. Now I have an actual meeting with the client. Wow, nobody's here.
So in terms of status deck and non-payment items, for general maintenance, two things. One, just to check in if any update on getting the language changed. I believe that was the next step for the password change frequency.
Okay, I'm trying to think of how I can make this more entertaining for y'all, but it is 12:30. Just finished a client call. I have to pee, and then you want to pee? And I need to make lunch because I don't know what I want to eat. I have food. I just could also do like a protein shake, but let me use the restroom and then we'll go outside, okay? One of the best things about working from home, there's so many great things, but it's like you can do anything, Obviously, you gotta make sure you're getting your work done. This is so crooked, but I just put some rice in the rice cooker. I'm gonna go ahead and make my lunch right now. It's actually like my meal prep for the week, and because I didn't get to it over the weekend. And then I'm going to film a video while my rice is cooking. It should only take like not even 15 minutes. Set up for that. Good girl, Miss Dida. And today's Transfer Tuesday, so that's what I'm filming. And then I will, I'll be uploading that. You'll see part of what I'm doing later tonight, because I guess this is kind of like a day in the life of a consultant, but also with side hustles. I'll try switching up angles here a bit. So it's almost 2 o'clock. Now I do have quite a few things to do, but I need to figure out what to prioritize. We do have a project management app on Salesforce, like internally, called TaskRay, and there's a few things in the prioritize section, so I'm going to go through those. Community profile updates, total active membership field on count based on subscription. Sometimes I like to work on the ones that I can just easily get out of the way and get feedback to my manager ASAP. So there's one ticket on here that I have to do testing for. So let's see. Run a test and sign up as a new member via form. Check dev on opportunity created and see if it is related to the subscription and what fields on the op are auto-populated. Another great thing to have if you work in Salesforce and you're in like a sandbox and in prod is to download the Salesforce favicon extension, favicon, that will separate if you're in sandbox or prod by color, and then the sandboxes will have like an S on the little cloud. It's great to have. Okay, so let's do a test. For the last 40 minutes or so, I've been creating documentation. Oh, Miss Dida, happy girl. So something that I've realized as a Salesforce analyst is that at least for my company, I have to do a lot of documentation, which is good because that I am good at it. That is something I had to do a lot at my previous job. You know, when you work in a lab, you have to document what you're doing by physically writing it down. For this, I create something called job aids. So I am typing up what to do, like for somebody to follow, to set something up in Salesforce. In this situation, the client is using Stripe, and that's integrated with Salesforce. So I am creating a tutorial for both of those and how they connect for multiple aspects of their business. And it's basically, so far, how many pages do I have here? 31 pages. The bulk of it is screenshots, so I have to take screenshots and then put like a red box around where they need to click or what I'm talking about, and then bullet points or numbering. So like step 1, this, step 2, this. Add a note here and like add the screenshot that's relevant to that. So it does take quite a bit of time, but it's kind of fun, to be honest, and it also allows me to test these different scenarios that we would need to test anyway, and kind of knock out 2 things at once. That's another thing that I've learned as a Salesforce analyst. I do a lot of testing. So usually people will build in Salesforce and do like the more complicated things, and then I will go in and test what they built and make sure it works. Write out the steps that I did to test it, write out the results, like the expected results, and then the actual results, and go from there. So yeah, that's what I am working on now. I'm almost done with this. I probably won't be able to finish it today because I have a call in 15 minutes, but by like tomorrow morning I should be all done. Hi mama, hi mama. Big baby, big baby. Oh, that feels so good. What's going on over here? You see yourself? You're pretty. You're pretty. You're pretty. Hi, baby. Yeah. Thank you. Final meeting of the day. Let us join. I stopped my video for a second. But for this call, I don't typically talk. I do work for this client, but the other guy who I work with for this, like on in my company, he's really knowledgeable about Salesforce, and he like leads these calls. So I take notes as, I'm listening, so he can just talk.
So that amendment is already created. So if they'll need to delete that.
It's 5:06. I'm gonna call it a day. The call ended at 4:30, and then I ended up finishing the job aid. So that's good. I thought that would take me a little bit longer, but finished that. Logged my hours, putting the computer to sleep now. And now we gotta feed Miss Dida. So I try to clean up my desk, here and there. Usually like put the pens away, close the notebook, put it, close the laptop, put everything kind of like in the corner. And that's that. And then my glasses stay over here. that I may use them later tonight. So let's feed the mamas. Okay, I just noticed I'm filming on the wrong memory card, but that's not your problem. It is 5:30 now. I fed Dinah, took her for a walk. I'm just eating an apple as a pre-workout snack. I would typically have like almond butter with this, but I don't really want it right now. And I'm gonna start editing my Transfer Tuesday video. Dinah's chewing her toy. So I'll work on this for like 30 minutes and then go down to the gym. That's the only thing that happened in regards to Okay. Now it is time to, I'm gonna just have a protein shake. I'm going to use PE Science Cinnamon Delight. I'll link this down below. I don't know if the blender's making clicking noise or if it's inside the blender, because that may mean we have a pit in one of my cherries. I've had that before and it was sick. It literally tastes like a graham cracker. Now we go back to editing. It's 8 o'clock, by the way. It's all edited. I just need to add my screenshots and such. Then I shall be good. All right, I'm sitting on the floor by my bed, but it's about 10 o'clock. I just took Dinah out one more time. That wraps up my day, and I'm gonna read a book. This is Girls Like Us by Christina Alger. I've had this from the library since like March. I'm pretty sure I just keep rechecking it out, but it seemed like a decent one, so I decided to read this before like getting to all my other books. But yeah, I just read until I get sleepy, and then I go to bed, and my alarm is set for 6 a.m. again, and we start the day over. So hopefully it gave you some insight into what I do during the day. I'm sorry I can't like show you everything, obviously, or anything really, but that's just, yeah, I have to be careful. And huge thank you to BetterHelp again for sponsoring this video. Everything about that will be linked down below or in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon.